Hello everyone, so these are some of the content I'll be covering today. Axie Infinity content creators drama, why are Axie prices declining, and should you sell your Axies? Spoiler alert, and excuse my language here, hell to the no. But let's get into the first few topics. So there's been some content creator drama recently. I covered it in my last video as well. I believe it was Axie King and Classy Axie. They ended up selling their Axies after some argument with the co-founder Alexander on Twitter. I did agree with them on some points, like giving a bit more information, and maybe sneak peeks of what they're working on. But yeah, that's where the agreement ends with them. The other points that they made I didn't really agree with, such as the decline in SLP prices, and they made it seem like the game was going to collapse in a couple of months. That was going a bit too far for me, because I believe the economy is doing just fine, and starting a Twitter war with a game developer doesn't really help anyone. I mean, I talked about a bit of SLP prices in my last video as well, but I guess I want to reiterate a bit about the why SLP prices are falling. I mean, the basic reason is supply and demand, right? I guess there are other factors as well, but let's just talk about the supply and demand. I don't think it was ever going to be staying at, what, 30 cents at the peak. The ROI was just crazy at those peaks. Like these peaks right here. It even peaked at 37 cents, I think. Yeah, those were just crazy SLP prices. And of course, with those kind of SLP prices, it would lead to more people coming into the game, because the ROI was really good, and more people coming into the games mean more minting of SLP and more selling pressure for SLP, and prices go down, and prices would eventually go down to more believable levels, and it would probably stabilize, right, at one point. Believe me, I would also love it if SLP stayed that high, but it was kind of unrealistic. But I'm also not saying it won't go back to some of those levels again. We most likely will do, and when we see like another growth spurt in the game. So like the saying in crypto goes, when in doubt, zoom out. So before May, right, just a couple of months ago, SLP prices were what, 4 cents, 3 cents. It was hovering around there, even got down to 1 cent in January. So we were kind of spoiled at these prices, right? And when it keeps going down, we start panicking. But overall, I think it's still okay, the prices. I think we just need to be patient, like I said in the previous videos. Just wait for it to stabilize a bit, and hopefully we see another growth spurt and SLP prices rise again to another stable level, maybe a higher stable level. At the end of the day, I'm just happy earning money playing a game, right? That's one of my dreams growing up, and I'm thankful for that. So another concerning question people are having is, why are Axie prices going down? There's again a lot of factors here, but let's just take supply and demand again, just like SLP. Before June and July, there were a lot less Axies in the economy. There are no charts I can find the number of Axies, but you can kind of see in the breeding fees, right? You can kind of see in this revenue breeding fees chart, the breeding really took off after July. By a lot actually. So before then there weren't that many Axies in the market or in existence in the Axie economy. So I'm just gonna try to put it simply, right? Let's just say there was only 100 Axies before June and 10 active players. June and July comes around, let's just say 80 active players join the game. So they buy up all the Axies. So 80% of the supply of Axies in the marketplace gets bought up. So that would in turn raise Axie prices, right, by a lot. And then the new players started breeding because the ROI was very good at the peaks. Even floor Axies were worth a lot at that time, so you couldn't really go wrong breeding. And gradually after 2 months, the supply of Axies, let's just say the supply of Axies become 1,000 Axies, but the active players stayed the same. So there's a lot of supply, but the demand stayed the same. So of course the prices of Axies would gradually go down as more and more Axies are bred and a lot less players to buy them. But of course the prices also have the prices of AXS and SLP also have something to do with the pricing. But I'll just take the basic cause, which is the supply and demand. But yeah guys, this is just one of the simple examples, just one of the factors causing this. But I guess it's more complicated than that. I'm also trying to study more about this as well. I actually wish there were more charts for me to study. I'm just basing a lot of this off the breeding fees and the total volume charts. So do I think Axie prices will keep declining? Maybe, perhaps. It might keep going down slowly, a bit by bit, but at one point it's gonna stabilize, just like SLP. And when new players come in and buy off the Axies, it's gonna go back up again. And last but not least, should you sell your Axies? I'm just gonna give a quick answer to this. Hell nah. That said, this is not financial advice, guys. Do your own research. But for me, I wouldn't sell my Axies. I've also said this before. I also got in the peaks in July where my Axies cost almost double of what it is now. But you only lose when you sell, right? If you really do enjoy the game, playing the game, just make your Axies work for you, right? Just keep getting that SLP, 3-6 months, whatever it takes to get your ROI back. Just keep playing. And getting money monthly while playing a game, I say that's a win in my books. And who knows, another big growth might happen again like it did in June and July. Another big growth, maybe we'll see something like this and cool off, and maybe we'll see a higher level of the floor price for SLP. Might be the people who got in early even at the peaks here, and maybe SLP and AXX go to new highs. Who knows, it might take a year, 2 years, but I think I'm in it for the long haul. I really do believe in the game and tend to stick it out. I hope this has helped you guys out a bit and maybe ease some of your worries, hopefully. Anyway guys, thank you guys for listening, and thank you for who all subscribed. I'm almost at 100 subscribers. I really appreciate the support and the kind comments. I'm gonna keep trying to churn out these content as much as I possibly can. And guys, I'm also doing an SLP giveaway. If you guys are interested, please check that out. It's like a minute video of what to do to participate in the contest. I'll be giving away SLP at the end of the week. Again, thank you guys. If you guys like the content, please like and subscribe and comment if you want. That really helps me out. Anyways, thank you. See you guys soon. Bye bye.